PerfectGuitar.com.
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 PerfectGuitar.com. You're gonna eat it.
PerfectGuitar.com. It's gonna be good.
Hi, I'm Brant. Welcome to another episode of the Perfect Guitar Podcast. Thanks to Jackson Guitars, we're here today in the Woodlands, Texas to interview Phil Collen from Def Leppard. We caught up with Phil and Def Leppard while on support of their Downstage Thrust tour.
This is the main guitar. It's a Jackson PC, and it's just had some stuff done it. We've just got this titanium block, which has completely changed the sound. Check this out. So you won't be able to hear this, but you may get a little bit. So that's just a regular sustain. That's the high octave.
So how long have you been playing Jackson guitars?
Got my first Jackson. Actually, Mutt Langer turned me on to Jackson guitars. We was writing Hysteria, which was '84.
What initially attracted you to play Jackson?
You know, I love Les Pauls and I love the sound of Les Pauls. Even when I'd play Strats before, they'd have, you know, humbuckers in them and, you know, that hybrid Strat thing. I guess that whole Eddie Van Halen thing. I liked the idea of a whammy bar, but I wanted it to sound like a Les Paul. So again, it goes back to the Van Halen thing. I don't really like playing Stratocasters because I don't like where my palm lands on the bridge, and I don't like I always turn the knob down by mistake. So, you know, the PCs, we just kind of eliminate a few things. It's got a maple top, it's got, you know, a mahogany back and that. So it's kind of like a Les Paul Strat, you know.
Tell us a little bit about your relationship with with Jackson and what actually goes into designing a signature guitar.
Initially, we had another Phil Collen model out before that, which was, you know, all curved and a kind of a arch top kind of thing. That was over a few years. Grover would draw up some ideas and cut out pieces of wood and send them to me. I've still got a bunch of them in my attic and stuff. You know, you ended up actually getting a part of it you liked and everything, and finally, you know, we hooked up with a guitar that kind of worked.
It's a sustainer driver that you're using there. Tell us a little bit about how you use it and actually what makes a sustainer driver work.
Basically, the sustainer, it's a Floyd Rose sustainer. On the Hysteria album, I used an EBow a lot, and we just multi-track stuff, and it was obviously a pain in the ass because you had to hold this EBow thing here. I saw a sustainer on a Hamer guitar, a Sustainiac, and I think Fernandez done one. You know, the Floyd thing, you know, that's the one we used, and it just worked great on that. So it kind of sounds like a Les Paul, but not quite. Doesn't really sound like a Strat, but you can clean it up a bit. So it's like a Fender. I prefer Tellies. I actually like Telecasters and I like playing them. But so it was a hybrid of the whole lot, and the sustainer just added to it because I was always a Hendrix freak, and just the whole sustain and breaking it into feedback thing. That's where that came about.
So tell us a little bit about the guitars you have on tour with you. Do you modify them in any way? Do you play them straight out of the box from Jackson?
Just the neck is the only thing that we change. You know, I have the fattest neck. We've just upped all the string gauges on all the guitars, because before it was like some were 13s, some were 12s, and now they're all 13s.
Do you have any special guitars on tour with you now?
I've got, last tour I had the Bela Lugosi glow-in-the-dark Jackson from the 80s. Other guitar from that period was a Crackle black Jackson Dinky, you know, straight through neck. That was actually on the record on Put Some Sugar on It, and a few other little things, a few lead things. So I've got that out on tour. It hadn't been out for a good 15 years, that one.
PerfectGuitar.com.
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 PerfectGuitar.com. You're gonna